Okay, and then we live.
We live. That beat,
Yes,
man, gets me every time. It gets me every time.
Hey, I need to put some vocals on it. You
Do that.
Bars?
Put some bars on it.
Okay.
Indeed. First of all, man, I want to thank everybody who's up here. We got 9 watching right now. Wow.
What's
Okay.
Thank you.
Isaac Hayes, how you doing? Sith
Yo.
Lord, what's popping?
Mm-hmm.
Sergi 24. Let's get it.
Yeah.
So y'all might have seen the news, maybe, of a couple of leaks coming out. And you might have seen, how do you say, certain media heads not wanting to talk about it. I wonder why. Y'all know? Do y'all know? I don't know. Hey, I heard there's no such thing as a tax. But there might be a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me, though. I find it funny because I'm not going to name any names, but this particular media head, and I like them. I recommend them to people, you know? But there was no issue when Capcom had leaks. We talked about it. I find that kind of funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
When there was Resident Evil leaks, they talked about it. I find that kind of funny.
Kind of funny.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Redemption 2 leaks, they talked about it. I find that kind of funny.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed leaks, they talked
Kinda
about
funny.
it. I find that
Kind of funny.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Shout out to J Rock. We just talking about some kind of funny things over here. There was GTA leaks, and we laughed about it, and we found that kind of funny.
Yeah.
Microsoft ABK leaks, Suicide Squad leaks just yesterday. I find that kind of funny. Maybe it had something to do with certain individuals having a cameo in Spider-Man 2. I find that kind of funny. And then you have the audacity to put your thumbnail up and say, leave them alone. I find that kind of funny.
That is kind of funny.
Now I get it. It was a ransomware attack. But listen, nobody wants anybody to talk about the personal information. Leaks happen. It's part of the industry. It's part of entertainment industry. Leaks happen. We have to talk about it. Money or no money, ransom or no ransom, a leak is a leak, and you motherfuckers need to talk about it.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So that's what the fuck we gonna do today. We gonna talk about it. What's up, BLAQQ Skeleton and Supernova? How y'all doing today?
What up?
What's good?
Good.
Y'all see all that information I sent over y'all?
Bruv.
I did.
How could you not see all the information? It was a lot of information.
It was a crazy amount of information.
Blood. Shout out to the 15 people here. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you just now tuning in.
Thank y'all.
We love it. We fucking love it.
Yeah.
But BLAQQ Skeleton, man, before we get into these topics, man, what you been playing? What you been watching?
What I've been playing, been watching, been playing. I just finished Cocoon. That was crazy game. I almost had I had to text y'all about it to make sure I was not tripping on sticking through with it. That's a brain power game, man. I don't know how y'all beat that in 5 hours. I don't care what nobody says. I don't know how y'all did that. But other than that, I've been playing. I just started Alan Wake 2. So really stoked about that. I'm actually streaming that, so you can go on my channel and see me streaming that. I had difficulties. I'll say this: if you're playing Alan Wake 2, that needs to be on SSD 100%. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not just leaving it at that. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, and watching, I actually been watching this Yu Yu Hakusho live action, bro. That
Whoa.
shit is hard. That shit's
Listen,
tight.
What?
I almost didn't give it a chance because I was watching the trailer for it and they had them stupid ass English dubs over it. And I was like, this is corny. And then I switched it over to Japanese. So I was like, all right, we lit.
Yeah,
we
that's where it's at.
Yeah.
It's all they be scrapping too. It's like I love the way they're just committed to the roles, man. I love that. But yeah, that's what I've been watching. What about you?
I'll push you to Nova, man. What you been watching? What you been playing, bro?
I've been playing a lot of Hi-Fi Rush. I'm not gonna hold you. That game is fire.
Yeah.
You haven't. If anybody in the audience hasn't played Hi-Fi Rush yet, man, definitely hop on that and play that for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What I've been watching, it's just a lot of YouTube, man. There's a science channel that I like to watch called I think it's called Kurzgesagt. I don't know if you guys ever heard that. But it's sort of like Magic School Bus-ish type of science. You know what I mean? They take you through hypothetical science situations, stuff like that. It's pretty fire. Check it up on YouTube. It's pretty difficult to spell, but Kurze, I think should get you there. So just type that in, check it out.
Cool. Yeah. Well, Live Supremacy, what's up? Whoop whoop kid, what's goody? J-Rock. Again, what's happening, my boy? Thanks to everybody for being here, man. We got 21 watching. Watching these eyes.
And J-Rock, I just fought that robot wolf too, and that fight was heat.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It was so good, bro. It was so good.
Oh shit, that's cool. Now, so me, I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima again, New Game Plus. And then I've been watching. Have y'all played Ghost of Tsushima yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have, Cam?
Yeah.
I mean, BLAQQ SKELLINGTON. Sorry. Yeah, so I played that, been playing that, and then Humanity, been playing a little bit of that. And then I've been watching Carol and the End of the World.
Have I seen that?
It's a little cartoon thing on Netflix about like some planets approaching, and then like they got like 7 months and then everybody dies or whatever. But she's like, it's hilarious, bro. Like, especially once you get into like episode 2, bro. What it's crazy good.
It's animated.
Yeah, my lady was telling me about this one. She said it's really good, actually.
Yeah, it's called Carol and the End of the World, man. So, Chad, if y'all haven't seen that, man, check that out. It's pretty good.
I have to beat that.
All right, man. So we gonna get in these topics, bro. And I think what we gonna start with is the Wolverine shit. I mean, this league dumped everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if you could think about it, they dumped it. It's here.
Yeah.
Sony was like, we're not paying that. It was about $2 million. And they was 7 days went up, and they was like, all right, we dumping. And they did. And I wonder if this is all of it, because they had, what I read was 1.5 or 1.6 terabytes. These slides ain't taking up no.
That's how much was stolen?
Yes.
Man, that's a lot of content, man.
And I also wonder, since it's ransomware and they dump some of these files, usually with ransomware, they hold your files hostage. Like they take it away. So if you don't have no backups, right, that shit's gone.
Yep.
Surely they have backups.
I'm sure they better, but nobody's came out and said anything about it. But so it's Wolverine, bro. And y'all stop me at any time. There's 40 missions. And guys, I'm not pulling this up because I don't want this channel to get taken down. So I'm gonna just read some of this shit verbatim. There's 40 missions.
Allegedly.
Everything's allegedly here.
Everything's alleged.
Disclaimer. 15 hours total. So when you move over to the next chart, 11 hours of that is gameplay, and 4 hours of that is story and like cinematics.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this has to be the shortest game they've ever made.
Yeah, that game is
pretty short.
stupid short, man.
That means they're just gonna tie you down with busy work at some
Mhm.
points too, just to
Side quests.
yeah, for sure.
17 minutes per mission, and you have 4 hours, bro. Not only that, but the price increase that's included into these slides, they want to start charging anywhere between $80 and $100 per game.
Goodness.
For this,
Nah.
I get that it's going to be a decent experience, but not for this kind of bread, man.
Definitely not.
No, sir.
So they said gameplay types is action, combat, tactical, choice, stealth, traversal, senses, and puzzles. So you're gonna have my man sniffing around.
Yeah.
He really was.
Yeah.
Bro, I think I laughed so hard at that, bro. Like, talk about a scratch and sniff.
I did. I did laugh at that at first. I was just like, how much during the game am I just gonna hear? How much? Like, you're gonna hear that a
like
lot.
let the man take just a deep breath and then like let it go. Not
I did like the
everywhere.
mechanic though, like the way he was tracing it out and it showed stuff. I was like, that was allegedly cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need to put a mute button on them sniffs though, bro. That's a little bit too much. Like, motherfucker got COVID.
Hopefully after the first couple of sniffs, they'll just like make you, you know what I'm saying, pretend that you know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Let him do it
I
a couple
hope
times
so.
and just let the mechanic keep rocking.
Psychonaut said, I'm disappointed that there's no dismemberment in Wolverine. I thought, is there not?
Well,
No,
I don't know.
I didn't. Well, we didn't see any. There's a lot of footage,
But
even besides what I showed you guys, I saw like maybe 4 or 5 more things.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it gets like, I guess, bloody, but
I
there's
definitely
no,
saw
like,
blood.
Yeah,
But
and I saw a guy get his arm like, you know,
yeah,
kind of mangled. But like as far as like decapitations and
that's
like,
what I mean,
stuff.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna get your head cut off, but I did see on one of the slides that it had as one of the game mechanics as parrying, dodging, blocking, and limbing. Too.
Oh, really?
Limbing was one.
Okay.
Yeah, limbing was one of the mechanics. So maybe it makes me wonder about the rating of the game itself.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be mature. It has to be.
I want it to be for sure.
It has.
Yeah,
to
I
be
want it to
mature,
be
bro.
mature for sure.
Like,
It has to be. A couple of hubs and shared spaces. There's 4 different ones. You have Shinjuku, Matapor, Alaska, and Avalon. And yeah, they got some people that's going to be in this game because you had playable as Jean Grey, which I saw some of that and that looked pretty tight. You know, we gotta keep the Mary Jane missions alive. You feel me?
Way tighter.
I'm just kidding.
Jean Grey.
Hey, I'm telling you, MJ is going to be the most meta character of all the MCU, bro. With the taser, Jean Grey ain't gonna have shit on MJ, bro.
Put some respect on Jean's name out here.
I do in the comic
Phoenix.
books and the movies. Don't come after me. Don't come after me. I'm just saying, MJ. If Jean Grey ain't one capping dudes, MJ Wick is more powerful.
MJ Wick is crazy. She was murking people. I am not gonna lie. I was like, oh, you get to go fast. I'm murking people. This is sweet. Because I didn't like MJ on the first game. I was like, I hated that, bro, because you're sneaking the whole time. I'm like, why are we even playing as MJ? She needs to go home. Always putting herself in danger, bro. That shit was annoying. But MJ Wick.
MJ Wick, boy, she was out there heavy out there. That was the most OP weapon. I mean, that shit beats out, you know, the gauntlet, bro. Like that shit was crazy.
Murking. They just put some tape around it, hooked it up, and it became stronger. Like what?
She said boost bonus.
You remember that part when MJ got hit by MJ got hit by Venom and hit the refrigerator mad hard. And then the refrigerator fell on Peter, and that nigga was out, and MJ was still up.
MJ was
Wait.
still up. Bro.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
They just
They
I don't
tweaking.
understand what it is like.
Yeah,
The best
MJ
part
was-
was when she I don't want to spoil. I'm not gonna throw spoilers.
don't do that,
my
don't do
bad.
that.
Dang.
But yeah, we'll be playable as Jean Grey. You got some enemy factions in there: the Reavers, the Hand, the Sentinels, the bosses. I mean, they released everything, bro.
Everything, bro. No stone left unturned on this.
Allegedly, there'll be Proto Sentinel, Omega Red, Deathstrike,
Mega Red, that was tight. I saw.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
Sabretooth Sinister, Alpha
Sabretooth
Sentinel, allegedly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, so I'm not going to say everything that's on here, just like the most notable stuff. Ability progression of the suit. Hopefully they have like cool ass suits in here. But fuck, I'm so torn between that fucking price, man. That's 11 hours of gameplay.
11 solid hours for it will be $70 at this point for sure when it comes out.
Yeah.
Because
So the release
fluctuation still, but
yes. So the release date for this is 2026.
it might be 80.
Yeah, it might.
It better
especially if
not
it comes
be.
out with the Pro.
But I can't do 80 for 11 hours.
No.
Can't do that. Nah, can't do that.
Yeah, J Rock said Jean better have some yams. Oh, I'm sure she will. Oh yeah, Sith Lord. It's 11 hours, bro. Allegedly.
Yeah.
It's 11 hours for gameplay and 4 hours of cinematics, bro.
That is insane to me, man.
But it sucks because when you're playing it for that time, I ain't gonna lie, the game looks tight.
Yeah.
That's an enjoyable time, but anything over $50, honestly, is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Y'all remember back in the day when you used to be able to go do activities and stuff, like go to the movies or something, and they'll give you like a little demo disc of a small game?
Yeah.
That's what this is giving me. If that many amount of hours,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way I'm paying $70 to $80 just to get on here and just play for a handful of hours and then get back up. Like, that's ridiculous, especially when cutscenes is the majority of the time, is like a considerable amount of time.
Right.
Nah, like we've seen this the Wolverine story way too much for it to be something that's like, it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna keep doing this. Like, I don't know, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
11 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Hey, man, what's up, everybody that's watching, man? We got 35 people watching right now, man. I just want to salute you guys for being here. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. We really appreciate y'all being here. For real.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
So what sources say that it'll be $80? It was in the files, brother. If you go to Gaming Leaks and Rumors, I believe it's one of the top ones right now on Reddit. It has everything broken down right there.
Lord Sith said no Cyclops.
No Cyclops, man. No, didn't see that on here. Maybe they add them later. I don't know. But what's happening is the internal alpha build summer 2025. It's going to be 3 years, 173 person team with us plus a shared studio. So the release is going to be 2026. Probably a long shit. That's a long ass time, bro.
I know. I'm already thinking about GTA going into 2026. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know.
Then I have the hype of it die down because now everybody just knows what the game's going to be, man.
Oh, it's dying down. Yeah, it's like, I seen the game.
Usually like small leaks don't really usually kind of entices you a little bit or makes you excited, but this shit is just all of it, bro. Like,
it's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, I'm not supposed to see all of it. As I read more, I'm just
right.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Yeah. And the more that I see, the less I'm wanting to go pick it up at all. Because like, it sucks to see it in such an unpolished state too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
and
alpha
have
build.
so much. Yeah, the
Yeah.
alpha build and have so
Very
much of it
unpolished.
revealed. It's just like, dang, man. I was super excited about it at first, but then once I started seeing all the leaks, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so they also released a roadmap, man, which is Wolverine 2026, Spider-Man 3 2027, X-Men 2029, new Marvel IP 2031, X-Men 3 2020. 2030. I'm about to be dead before this.
I know that is like, damn. What
Like Insomniac is truly just going to be a Marvel or X-Men and Spider-Man studio, which is wild to me. So you know for a fact the next couple of generations, you're not going to get a Resistance. You're not. Like all these, like, and Ratchet and Clank kind of proved it, right? Like you guys asked for these games, you want them back, but y'all not buying them.
You said Ratchet and Clank didn't sell?
Ratchet and Clank, I'll pull up the numbers.
By the way, that is one of my favorite games on PS5. No doubt.
The Rift Apart?
Yeah. Ooh, gas.
Everybody they capped for it and didn't buy it. So what it did, the total cost for it was $81 million to make the game.
To make
to make Ratchet and Clank. Their total revenue for the game was $73 million, allegedly. Dang. So they were in the whole $8 million for producing that game. But
take it on the chin. That game was so good. It's like, I don't care. They did what they could. Like, that game was tight.
Well, they're going to come out with another one, but Sony's not in the position to take risk and bring it back, because I want them to bring back SOCOM, right? But how many people are going to come? Like, or was it Killzone?
Yeah, Killzone.
Yeah.
Like, but are they ever, or make a Heavy Rain too? You know, because Heavy Rain was my shit.
That character could be brought back for sure. Yeah. Like all that, it could be. Yeah. Heavy Rain was nuts.
Wasn't it like a detective-esque game? Heavy Rain. I remember that one.
It was dope, man. It was dope.
Probably cost them a lot to make that.
Yeah, it could have. Yeah. So yeah, it's mind-boggling to me that they pretty much put themselves in a corner and that's all they're making. You know what I mean? And then when you look at the X-Men licensing terms, now I'm gonna read this verbatim. You guys stop me whenever you want to. J-Rock said PlayStation low-key living paycheck to paycheck.
Dang.
So the licensing terms, and this is where, you know, there's some stuff coming out about them putting their games on all platforms, right? Or as many. They're not going to put it on Xbox, right? But they are going to go to PC, right? So that kind of crushes that fucking dumbass narrative online. I'm glad y'all not in the mud like that. Nova and Skeleton, because the narrative for the longest be, why should I buy an Xbox when I can just have a PC? Well, that same narrative is going to be for PlayStation as well, because they now have to shift focus because they don't have a subscription service. They don't have games that keep you engaged for a long period of time. They don't have a good, like, they can't put their games day and date, right? So now they're going to have to move all their games to PC day and date. So here's the X-Men licensing terms. Platforms: PlayStation console and PC. Commitments: $621 million, comprised of $120 million for development for all the games, right? $30 million for marketing and $9 million for recoupable advance for each acquired title. Release date: release all games by 2035. Now, this is all allegedly, right? So Insomniac's done. They're just doing Marvel games till 2030. How old am I going to be? Shit.
Ancient, boy. Yeah, you're going to be ancient.
Like, that's a lot of generations.
You're going to be about 50.
Shit, yeah, probably. You say me, you too, nigga.
2035 looks crazy on everyone.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
But it sucks to have them locked down from the schedule, just all Marvel games and Ratchet and Clank. Like that's all you can do, bro. Like that sounds awful.
But to some people it doesn't though, because if these games bang out every time, then it's like it is something. I want to play Gambit. I don't care who makes the game. I want to play some characters like from these things. So it's like, I mean, I'm cool with them getting it, but it's like the leak.
James, get the fuck out of here and go play PlayStation VR or some shit. Go get out of here, bro. What you talking about?
Said,
I'm putting you on.
That's
you on time. You on timeout for 10 minutes, my G.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Get out of here, bro. But go ahead. What was you saying?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. We start reading old dude stuff. So
all right. So now we got Marvel's royalties. Now this shit is crazy. Digital games, 9 to 18% of net sales. So it's probably like a goal. If you reach over this amount, it's lower. If you don't reach it, we get a bigger bulk of the net sales. Physical games, which is probably why they've been shifting away from physical games, 19% to 26% of net sales. DLC, 19% to 26%. And then the hardware bundles, Marvel is capping 35% to 50% of wholesale bundle price.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one.
Bundles is hitting.
Bro, that's crazy.
That's what sells, man. That's what sells. I'm always looking for the bundles. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking nuts, bro. Like
that's crazy.
Well, pull that shit up.
Smart.
Again. Where am I at? Yeah. Fucking 35 to 50%. You buy a PS5 Pro for $800. They potentially taking 400 of that. Marvel is if bundle with a Marvel game.
Crazy.
That's
what's selling the console. I mean,
it's true.
Yeah,
selling the console
because you want to captivate people to buy the console. So it's like, hey, why not have a good game to go with your console? Because you're gonna buy that specific game anyway when you get the console. So why not?
Thiz Payne says, think about it this way: those Marvel games will have that Sony PlayStation fragrance, which is dog shit. I didn't even read that all the way before I started reading.
Damn,
calm down, bro. So what y'all think about this roadmap, man, with Wolverine, Spider-Man, X-Men, those type of games? I'll start with you, Nova.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about it. So I'm interested in the to be honest, that Venom game that's in there. A lot of people ain't really talking about the Venom game. I love.
Do you know why?
Venom cartridge. Is it don't tell me it got canceled or something.
No, it didn't get canceled. I don't think it's anything to really let me pull it up here.
Well, while you pulled up the Venom game, I'm gonna talk about the rest.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Venom. Obviously, I still haven't played Spider-Man 2 or beat it, so I'm just pretty much just listening to see how y'all, enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it. To be honest, but it looks like a good game.
It's a good game
without the bugs and whatnot in play. So it seems like a good game. So if that was going to be a good game, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man 3 is going to be a pretty solid game too.
Okay,
I'm hoping. And then the X-Men games sounds really cool, man. I haven't played a whole X-Men game in a while. Hopefully it's like a multiplayer X-Men game like back in the day. People can play, at the same time. So yeah.
All right, I got the Venom stuff. Title overview is Venom Lethal Protector. It's all new storyline that continues Spider-Man 2 and leads into Spider-Man 3. Allegedly. Playable, switchable Venom and Spider Heroes, Carnage infected NYC boroughs, which that would be so clean.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, the Carnage sneak in Spider-Man 2 was fire. How they threw him in that, and
hey, that's a spoiler, my G.
Is it? I just said, man, come on, man.
But
straight DLC, huh?
It's 8 to 10 hour standalone experience.
So that's DLC. That's good for DLC.
Yeah, if it's DLC, I'll take the 8
They're
to
not
10.
listen, bro. They're not gonna release that as DLC. They gonna make it. It's a standalone experience. They gonna tax
Full
you
price?
$70. Probably.
No way.
Man.
Was Miles Morales full price?
Miles, I think, was 50.
They got okay. See, I can do.
I can do 50.
And Miles Morales is pretty tight too. That was a good game. I ain't going front. 50.
Bro,
I need a discount somewhere on the half-seas.
All right,
Lead ups to other games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I need less to pay less. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cam, Skeleton, you get the Venom game and game share, and then I'll get Wolverine game share because I'm not
we're back to that for sure.
Because I'm not paying these Sony
We're
prices,
back
bro.
to that. I don't know if you guys lived in the era of swapping games that way, but I'm back to that. If you buy one, I'll buy the next one because that's crazy.
Yeah. Like there's that shit should be $30 top. Fucking Destiny wasn't even as bad with DLC, bro. Like yeah. But did you have anything else for
the roadmap?
Yeah.
No, that's pretty much it, man. I'm still kind of sad to see that they're just kind of locked into all those Marvel games, and since Ratchet and Clank wasn't as received as it should have been, Skeleton, I know he enjoyed it a lot, and I do intend to go back and play it myself because I still haven't played it yet. Just got the dust off my PS5 recently.
Yeah, there'll be another one though. There'll be another one. It got leaked that there'll be another Ratchet.
Yeah, but imagine that same studio developing all these Marvel games and also have to squeeze in a Ratchet and Clank. I don't know if it's going to get the love that it's supposed to get,
So they're actually kind of smart when it comes to some of these because we talked over the phone a little bit today. Like they heavily depend on reusing assets for games. You know what I mean? So like that development time would drastically go down with that, which is why they're probably able to pump out as many games every 2 to 3 years.
Because they're reusing assets.
Yeah. Now, whenever they have another next gen or whatever, I mean, they'll still reuse assets, but they'll upgrade the engine to reskin everything.
Feels new though. It feels
yeah.
What about you, Skeleton? What you think about the roadmap?
I honestly think that if this didn't leak, that people would be geeking out about this roadmap. I think people are geeking out about the roadmap for sure. I think, and I'm not gonna lie, as a fan of Marvel stuff, like I've been wanted good X-Men games. Like I want good X-Men games. Like these are the people to make them. Like that Wolverine looked clean. Spider-Man is clean. Like don't get me wrong, it has bugs like shit, but it's clean. It's clean. Like, and I'll take any X-Men game. Like even if they just give you solos of certain characters and then give you a team one here and there, but to 2035 they can literally do whatever they want with that. I think that's kind of tight for the gaming industry, honestly. I think having a set good amount, and don't get me wrong, they're short and they're overpriced, but I think that for the gaming industry, just to have those solid good like superhero comic book experiences in the game, I think that's pretty tight. Like I want to see Gambit. Y'all hear me? I want to play Gambit, bro. I'm sorry. I do.
100%, bro. Yeah, Gambit would be my dude. That'll be such a disservice if he's not.
Yeah, they can't really do an X-Men game without Gambit, man. That would be crazy. I really want that.
Yeah. And hopefully you're actually fighting Magneto and his goons, bro. Because like that would be clean, man.
I just think they can work it up they can work up a whole universe if they have until 2035. So if they're just doing standalones, like this Wolverine game is the first one, and then they're gonna start with the second one, and they're gonna be standalone. So it'll be like Cyclops, the game. It's not 10 that's coming out. I'm just taking an example. But they'll have his game, and then they have a third game, and then they'll merge those into one crazy game. Multiverse, like, bro, they can. 2035 is a long fucking time. I'm sorry. Like,
imagine how pissed off you'd be like when they drop those game like trailers and it says 2026. We gotta they projected to 2035. Bro, I'm pissed.
You don't even get like the initial shock value if they do have a secret showcase anytime soon. Like they've been saying,
that's
like it's over, bro. Like you're not going. You might get like for Wolverine, it's done because nothing's going to. You already know everything.
I wish they
Right.
just dropped that shit somehow. Drop it. I'll be like, oh, okay.
You're like, it's a demo now. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's talk about, well, do you guys feel like there'll be, just like with the movies, with them releasing these kind of games, do you guys think there'll be any sort of superhero fatigue for Sony releasing these games every 2 years?
I think they're
With the
better
masses.
I think they're better off getting doing it in the game industry than the film industry. You will get fatigued fast in the film industry doing superhero stuff. So if they're doing it there with good games, man, if the game is good, I don't think anybody's gonna care, honestly.
Okay.
I agree with what Skeleton said, to be honest, because it's, at least in a gaming industry, it's interactive, so it doesn't have to be like just kind of just you're watching the experience, you are a part of the experience. So but you can get game fatigue with the superhero fatigue, man, but it'll be a lot harder to do in the gaming industry than it is with film, because right now people are pretty fatigued with Marvel when they get film.
Yeah, for sure. What about the game mechanics of I guess Insomniac style when it comes to how their games run, since all of these are going to be very similar in nature, with traversal and with Wolverine actually surprised me with how they did traversal, because that was one of my worried points, because what's fun about Spider-Man is swinging around everywhere. You know what I mean? Is the traversal. Wolverine's a little bit slower, but it's more Arkham-ish, a little faster, like Skeleton said. But like with all the other games, do you think people would get fatigued off of this is the same game, like reskin, new story kind of thing, or no?
Well, for half of them, it kind of is the same game, because you got the Venom, whether it's a full game or DLC, which Venom kind of traverses the same exact way as Spider-Man would. Then you got, another Spider-Man game, and you got Wolverine, which just running a little bit, you know what I mean? A little bit of wall run, allegedly. But they could, I don't know what else you could really do to traverse the cities, really, at this point.
Unless in the X-Men game you could play as Nightcrawler.
That's what I'm about to say.
Teleport.
I think there's so many X-Men that you're just going to be able to have some sort of ally or some sort of something that traverses you. Everybody in X-Men can do some crazy shit, bro. X-Men has some crazy. You get some time warping going on, bro. There's no telling. Like, I'm actually think that as long as they nail a solid traversal system, no matter, like, I think they can win. That is what's fun. That is what's fun about those games. Spider-Man, I don't think I fast traveled once, honestly, for real. I don't think
I didn't either. I haven't either.
Web swing.
It's web swinging the whole way
everywhere.
Just checking out New York. It's tight. Like, it's fun. And I think that, and Wolverine, he looked like he running through shit, parkouring. Like, that looks fun too. Can't lie, depending on how they do it, but they seem like they know what they're doing as far as that goes.
Let me do some cleanup here. Everybody that's here, man, we got 48 people. Hey, this is the most we ever had, guys. 48 people watching.
Welcome.
What's happening, man?
What up?
For sure, bro. Steve, what's happening, man? Live Supremacy. Nerdo said it just came out that Jim Ryan sold his Sony shares. Yeah, that came out. He sold 45,000 shares of his Sony shares on the 15th.
Really?
He knew this done. He probably knew. He's like, oh shit, they about to drop this shit.
This leak about to come out in a week.
Because he's out the door. What, y'all chat? Correct me if I'm wrong. He's out in February or March. I forgot which one, man. I forgot if it's February or March.
Somewhere in that shares is crazy.
Yeah, he sold them shits. He said, "Oh, it peaked a little bit. Let me get out. I'm done." All
bad.
Let me get back to where I was at, man. So let's talk about Spider-Man 3 a little bit, because they show how they're going to roadmap it. So release target for it is holiday 2027, but that's not all. It's broken into. They trying to monetize the shit out of us, bro. It's broken.
They saw what Final Fantasy did.
Yeah. is broken into 3 parts. So part 1 will come out 2027. Part 2 of Spider-Man 3 will come out in 2028, allegedly. And then day and date with part 1 is the multiplayer. So I don't know what that multiplayer looks like.
I'm not liking what they're talking about. I don't like breaking games in the part. I barely like when movies do it. I don't want games breaking up into parts.
Yeah, especially when they're doing 15-hour.
Yeah, it's like you ain't maxing the rate. Like games used to max the CDs out. Let's just go back to that. They used to max it out to like get the most out of it. Now they're not even. Are they doing that? Like,
I don't know, man. I think it's just a money grab, to be honest. They're like, hey, we can take this one body of content and just release it 3 times at full price. You know what I mean? That's what it's starting to feel like, to be honest.
I think the city of New York is not going to change, man. Like, it's going to be the same New York. It's going to be the same landmarks. It's going to be, I mean, it's going to look better every time. But, and don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure it's going to be cool every time because it is cool. But, like, I don't know what they're, and multiplayer.
Yeah, we might see.
Yeah, I guess we'll see, man, whenever they release more about that. And you're right, it's the same New York. They can't just cross the bridge to. It's not even all of New York.
They gave you the wings to make it different, which is also cool. That's what I'm saying. Like they make it cool, but it's like, all right, but I know 45th on the Bronx, and I don't want to and seen all this. It's tight the first time. It's cool the second time too, but the third time part 1, third time part 2, third time part 3, the city burnt out.
Yeah, and then they have to. So what do y'all think about them? Because a lot of people in the chat are saying like they need to release their games on PC day 1. Now there's 2 parts to that. I'm not talking about ponies right now. I'm talking about like Sony as a business. Like we do that. The reason why allegedly people say they buy a PlayStation, and this is just in it because the stats say something completely different. But the reason why people buy PlayStation games is for the exclusives. But we already found out 70% of people who buy PlayStation generally only play one game,
right?
And that's COD.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
It's crazy,
right?
It's crazy. Yes.
So even whenever you had Spider-Man 2 come out with an install base of 50 million, and only they say the first 20, we talked about it before, that they say the first 24 hours, but actually it was a 3-month stretch if you include bundles. You only sold 5 million at that point. That's 10% of your install base that bought a large IP like Spider-Man, a top 3 superhero. You know what I mean? And then it came out that 50%, I wish I could pull it up, the 50% of people who bought Spider-Man 2 purchased the game. 47% got it from someone else. It was from a secondary account, whether it was from sharing it. So they're losing that's 47% of money just gone right off that. So it's from sharing it, and 3% was redeemables, which I'm not really sure what
gift cards and stuff.
Probably.
Yeah, redeem code redeems. Yeah.
Okay, that's not like bundles, right? 3%.
But bundles do come with redeems now,
right? But aren't you purchasing don't they count that as purchasing the game because it's bundled with the hardware?
When you scratch off the bundle, it's a whole different process from the console. It seems like it's not even. It seems like a whole different thing than
right.
You know, when you used to get redeems, it seems like it was for it. You know what I mean? You just go to a site now and kind of thing.
Yeah.
Lord Sith, what's up, man? Fill more pockets. What's happening, boy?
I gotta on that. I'm just curious because my experience with playing like PlayStation exclusives, and a lot of it comes from, at least for the PS5, will come from that DualSense. And I will say that like when you play a PS5 game, it's DualSense oriented, so they're doing things to the sense, like play around the DualSense controller. I feel like that they may have like some kind of issue porting that to PC and anything else if they wanted to, because I think that's where it lies. Because when you play it on PC, it's a little different. Like the DualSense that barely works on PC. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't give you the full thing how they do it on the console for some reason. Like
so, like if Ghost of Tsushima came out on, I don't know if it's out on PC, but you don't get that wind.
You know what I'm talking about? Like how you swipe to do the wind thing, just stuff like that. You know, that's part of the experience, and I think that like I feel like they have some kind of issue with porting that for some reason.
Yeah, and the haptic feedback and the L2 and the R2 and all that stuff, and the sounds coming from the controller at specific times.
You know how PC people will mod some shit up, boy. I don't know if they making the controllers explode. Like when they get that shit, like I know what y'all got. I know what y'all can do. Y'all crazy.
I wonder if it's just something like a partnership between PlayStation and Steam. Or if PlayStation releases their own store, which I think
that's what they'd have
to do. I think that's what they would do, because like I don't, right, because I don't think they want to put their games out on PC and get only 70% of the profits. They do that now, but the game and those sale numbers I can bring up too from the Steam sales, like they release those games 2 to 3 years after they've already been out. Like nobody is buying it really, you know.
And they doing that on PS Plus too for the same games.
Yeah,
so it's like,
really.
Yeah, you get them later. That's how I play Tsushima. That's why I was saying if you get a PS5, you know, you get every 3 years. You wait a little bit. that store, that PlayStation Plus gonna pop for you. That sucks to do. Don't get me wrong, but like they be on there.
Yeah, but maybe it's just like either their own client or they have to partner up with Steam
their own client.
To get those haptics working.
Because even purchasing Alan Wake, I couldn't get that on Steam. Alan Wake 2, I had to go to Epic Games to purchase that on PC. I almost got that on PlayStation. I was like, I can't fucking find it. I was just like type shit, but I was like, oh, you have to go through Epic Games. I don't like going. I like to buy all my shit on one thing if I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I kind of hate doing a bunch of clients. So, but if they did their own, PlayStation did their own client, that's the way. Then they could do everything the right way, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Then they can do their own games as a service, man.
Something.
Yeah, because was I think what's being outlined here is that they're realizing that they're late to the game is probably part of that market leader arrogance that most companies get, to where they think they can keep on doing the same thing, overcharging for everything. They raised PS Plus by $40. They were the initial guys to start raising the prices from 60 to 70. And then you have other competitors come out with somewhat better offerings in terms of services, but yet they only want to stick with their pillars that they're doing now. And it's starting to, kick them in the ass a bit, because now they're kind of late to the party when it does come to a good streaming service like Game Pass.
Right.
So my concern, I'm not concerned, fuck that. They might be like a BlackBerry right now.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
I
feel like they have 4 to 5 years to kind of fix their shit. You know what I mean? Because people buy the brand, they're brand loyalists.
For
right?
Sure.
Like PlayStation to most people is a status symbol. It's like getting some J's. You know what I mean?
Well, when the PS5 first came out, you couldn't even get one. They were people trying to shit on people, saying, "Yeah, you ain't got no PS5 though." No.
Yeah.
It was a flex to have one for sure.
That's crazy, and you ain't even playing no games. I was just like, "What is happening in the world?" But go ahead. Sorry.
But yeah, so like, what do y'all think about that as far as them shifting their business model? I mean, I sent y'all the thing to where it talked about play everywhere, or play everything everywhere type of thing. Do you think that, how many years do you give them to kind of correct their shit, or do you think that they're on the right path as it is? I'll start with you, Skellington.
I do not think they're on the right path right now. And I'll just say that based off that PlayStation portable thing, whatever it's called, they just brought out. I just feel like they haven't made any right moves to me in a while, aside from God of War. And that's not even like, that was just, we all know what that was. But I kind of agree. As far as years, man, they have until next gen is what it's seeming like. They have until they have to push out a PS6 or something in order to get it all correct, to me. Okay, or because like you said, that BlackBerry market, you know, there was people loyal to their BlackBerry Messenger. I remember, like, y'all was very loyal, and I understand. I like the little scroll ball on the BlackBerries. I understand. I get y'all, but I don't know. That's kind of what I get. I kind of agree with what you were saying, pretty much.
All right, cool, man. Supernova, man. What you think, man?
I think that they have a while, man. Sony is still a titan, like at least 5 to 10, you know, to get their act together.
Yeah.
I think from reading some of that information that was sent over, it doesn't seem like they view Game Pass necessarily as a threat. So they're kind of sticking to their guns. And the reason why I say that is because some of the verbiage in the slide was talking about, well, you know, them partnering up with some of these large corporations and selling it through a subscription is not monetarily sustainable. Like you're taking $50 to $60 games and putting them on your subscription platform, you know, for like what, $15, $20, you know what I mean? So now that's a lot of bread being broken, and they're acquiring a bunch of large companies. So I don't think that they see this Game Pass, you know, as something that's threatening.
So it's too good of a deal, is what this kind of thing is hurting. Like being too good, kind of.
Yeah. So it's a great deal, you know, to acquire these large companies and then put their games on your Game Pass on day one, but you also don't get that large amount of money back from the game sales in the same sense. So I don't think that they're really threatened by that. And they are always, well, not always, but for a while, they've been, you know, the leader in building powerful gaming consoles themselves. So I think that this is something that they definitely should pay attention to, because Game Pass is a steal, man. Like if you're a gamer and you're not using Game Pass, it's almost like you just wanting to throw money away at this point. You know what I'm saying? If you play a decent amount of games. So I think PlayStation will be all right. They got some adjustments to make, because like Skeleton said, that remote thing that they did, I wanted a Vita too, man. Give me another you know, portable console. You know?
A real one.
Give me a real one, because this whole tablet in the middle of a dual system
it looks like they broke it.
You know what I'm saying? It's not working like that. You know what I mean? Like that looked like something you could put together in the most recent Zelda game. But I digress. You know what I'm saying? But I think they'll be all right, man. What do you think, Viking?
So Phil Spencer came out and said that Game Pass was profitable, right? Like as far as what they're doing with it. And two, but this was before the ABK deal. When you take away when you include operating cost with both PlayStation and Xbox, they were pretty neck and neck in profits. And that was and that's including Game Pass. So I think the reason why Game Pass is successful is because one, you're subscribing. A Game Pass Ultimate is like, I forgot. I've been paying for it for so long. I don't even know.
I don't remember.
I think it's like $15 rough a month.
Ultimate?
Yeah, I think so, right?
I don't know. That should just go.
I know they stopped doing the dollar deals for sure. For those of you who was getting by.
That was finessing and jigging in the shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. So it's $17.90. So $17 a month. Right.
No, that's worth it. Still.
Yeah. And then when you couple that with, I think there's I'm gonna get this wrong, but I think it's close to 20. It's between 20 and 30 million subscribers to that, right? So even if you take on the low end of that, I mean you're getting some bread off of that. So if you do, I'm sorry guys, I probably should have already
Maurice Fillmore Pocket said Game Pass makes a profit. Ratchet and Clank lost money and sold 2+ million copies, but Ratchet and Clank and PlayStation Plus, and it'll boost the subscribers.
Yeah, and they did do that. They do have Ratchet and Clank in there.
I already done fucking bought it before that, but that's all right.
That's the shit. That's how I am with Game Pass, bro. As soon as I buy something, bro, the next month it's on Game Pass, bro. I'll be so hot.
Yeah.
So they're making roughly around $250 to $340 million per month off of Game Pass alone, and put that with you. Games still sell on Steam, right? And people who don't have Game Pass still purchase the games too. Like I think Starfield sold 2 million copies first week, something like that.
Physical or
on Steam? Just on Steam.
Just Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And we saw the NPD on most bought games through the year, and it was still like number 10 for purchase games.
Something just popped in my head while we were talking about that stuff. I saw that that in gaming that Harry Potter was the most Googled game. No awards.
Yeah, no awards.
Wow.
Most Googled game, no awards.
Not one.
Shout out to Slytherin. No, my bad.
No, it's Slytherin gang over here.
Nah, bro. Ravenclaw.
Nah.
You feel me?
Hey.
All right. Well,
I respect it.
Disagree.
I respect it.
But speaking of the Game Pass threat, I guess. So they had a slide in here that's alleged slide called industry major shifts and threats. And I'm gonna read this and you guys can cut me off because it's not too long, but I'm a slow reader. The Call of Duty, the first bullet point is the Call of Duty threat in 2027. Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard for $70 billion could disrupt and threaten console gaming and game subscription market. So these are Sony's words. Console, next bullet, console shift from PlayStation to Xbox with timing and in-game differential as the weapons. Next bullet, subscriptions. Microsoft's comprehensive ecosystem coupled with exclusivity creates greater dominance. Sony impact, massive threat to PS Plus because it's dog shit and you guys raise the price for no fucking reason. Uploads upwards of 1.5 billion of annual revenue threat. So they're talking about they could possibly lose upwards to 1.5 billion of annual revenue. They have a gap to fill, they said. Day and date threat. Post acquisition, Microsoft will put Activision games on Game Pass day and date. The leapfrog. Activision provides incredible strategic value across live service games, scale in mobile and PC storefront through battle.net. Under that, Microsoft can supply multi-game subscriptions 50%, console games 50%, PC 60%. I don't know what the math on any of that is. Sonar pillars are already dated and behind the competition. Sony impact need to expand, which is why they will go to probably PC day and date. They have to. The next bullet, exclusive perfect game subscription, or elusive perfect game subscription, combat premium content, expectation of free best-in-class games creates unsustainable model.
Yeah, that's the point that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, probably for them, right? But
they're probably looking at the stuff that Xbox is doing and like, hey, they can't do this for that long.
Right. Oh, you think that they're saying that Xbox can't do it for that long,
right? So it's probably not in their best interest to do it because they don't think that model that Xbox is doing is sustainable for the long term. And that's just that's my own personal speculation.
But yeah, I don't. So I'm gonna disagree. I think that when you have Microsoft is a $2 trillion company. At first, they can lost lead for a little bit, right? Plus, you can still buy the games, and then with third-party games like like Call of Duty, right? World of Warcraft, Overwatch. Those games are multi-plat throughout. So the next Call of Duty will be on the Switch 2. They've already confirmed that.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's still on PS5. And it will remain on PS5, hopefully. So they're pulling in all this revenue because they get a 70% cut from all those games being sold, regardless of how many consoles you sell on PlayStation. They're getting, and 70% of those players are playing COD, and all those what you smiling at?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay. I thought you was reading somebody in the chat. So you're getting 70% of all this money from your competitors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is guap. So that in turn sustains your Game Pass model, right? So like we're gonna take money from the competitors, right? Nintendo, Steam, and PlayStation, and we're gonna feed our subscribers with it. That makes sense. And plus, you're getting that monthly revenue from Game Pass.
Yeah, but that's a lot of bread to have to split between a lot of different games, though, because that is a considerable amount of money monthly. But like, you're still splitting it, man. Because you're and you have to probably take all that money and give it directly to Xbox and Microsoft, and they'll determine where that money's going to go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like if a game's in development, for sure, like you get this bread, you get like ZeniMax gets, or Bethesda gets this. Like, yeah, like they're still gonna have to green light certain games, right? But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised after Q2, Q3 that their profits, after that Activision deal went through, their profits skyrocket, just based off of Call of Duty alone. Yeah,
it did sell.
Yeah,
and it's the number one. It's the number one seller every year, plus
and
microtransactions.
Dumb. That's crazy. It is Call of Duty.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And then the last thing was Sony Impact premium sales model is the central approach for them.
So what?
Yeah, so I think what they're saying is like they don't have the bread to have the overhead of a subscription service like Microsoft. They can't loss lead. They don't have any, and this is their problem. Like Naughty Dog just canceled Factions. Where is Factions? Y'all don't probably get that one.
Where is that from? You ain't just gonna throw that out there and just be like, y'all don't know. I want to know now. Now I want to know. Is this Where is Kanye?
No, bro. This is dude on Twitter that was comparing concept art, and he was having a tissy fit over Factions not coming soon enough. It was fucking funny, bro. I'll send it to you. So like the reason why I think Sony can't do it is because they don't have any live service games to sustain it, right? Because that's where the bread is. You look at Fortnite, you look at Overwatch, you look at Call of Duty, you look at Diablo, you look at all these games that bring in daily money, right? So it's not like Spider-Man 2 comes out and most of your sales come from the first week and then it just trickles on from there. Like it's not like you look at Xbox games, right, that are in Game Pass, like Forza, Halo, Sea of Thieves, Age of Empires. I'm probably gonna miss a whole bunch, but they have like 7 or 8 live service games where they're getting, and they'll Call of Duty and Diablo and Overwatch and WoW. They're getting monthly or daily drips of large amounts of cash.
These games aren't available on PlayStation. They're not getting money from Fortnite is on PlayStation. They're not getting money from that.
Who?
Sony, I guess, is like,
no, Sony's getting 30%.
So, I mean, they're making a lot of those games you named. I mean, they're making the same. Those are free games, like some of them. So they got to be making the same amount of
So when Call of Duty sells on PlayStation, Microsoft is taking 70%, Sony's taking 30%.
Right.
right?
I get Call of Duty.
Right.
because
No,
they
but
just locked in.
it's across the board. Unless it's a first party exclusive, then they get 100%, right?
So they're making Fortnite or Xbox is making more money off Fortnite than Sony is.
Not Fortnite. No,
You said
like
Fortnite,
they don't.
did you not?
Right. I was just talking about live service games, so like as an example of having daily money come into
I
their
see.
company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, any microtransaction sale on Call of Duty, 70% goes to Microsoft, 30% goes to, and that's just industry standard. Same with Steam, same with Epic, same with Xbox too.
No,
but
just saying, since Call of Duty is the highest selling and they're getting more bank off that, I definitely see that. That's crazy, bro. Like, that acquisition is nuts, bro.
Yeah, it's huge, man.
That's
it's
huge.
huge.
Yeah, so it kind of makes the Game Pass sustainable in that fashion. It was already sustainable before the deal. It's even crazier.
Did they have a time frame on what they're talking about for sustainability? Like, do they mean sustainable through Xbox's lifetime? Like, is that what we're talking about? I just don't know the time frame as far as sustaining. Like, how long are they trying to?
So I think what they're alluding to on this sheet is Sony is saying that the expectation of free and best in class games create an unsustainable model for them, right? Because they have no way. Because once you're done with their game, it's done.
Are they speaking in the first or what perspective is that written at?
Because they're talking about major shifts and threats,
and that's
like
in the
to their
category.
Industry. Yeah,
gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
So they're saying okay.
Yeah. So what y'all think about like this as a whole when it comes to how they've kind of laid it? This is crazy. We got a hold of this, bro. Because it's like saying the quiet part out loud.
Definitely.
So I'll start with you, Skeleton, man. Like everything I've just read. Like what you think, man?
That whole book.
He said,
I told y'all stop me anytime, man.
It's cool, but pretty much it just sounds like it. I'm not sure because both of y'all kind of make a good point. As far as, I mean, obviously Game Pass is a threat. So I mean, I understand. Like, how do I feel about this? I feel like Sony is in trouble, kind of. I don't know. I feel like Game Pass is kind of wrecking Sony, honestly, a little bit more than I ever expected. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Phil Moore Pocket said, and that's right, because Activision Blizzard King was purchasing. King owns Candy Crush, and Candy Crush pulls in $1 billion each year.
Wow, I didn't even think about that at all.
Yeah,
maybe that's crazy. They're about to monopolize the world. Was sounding like
Candy Crush got the middle-aged people on lock. I forgot about that.
On lock, daily purchases,
middle-aged and old, bro.
Man,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Candy Crush is heat.
But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. I just think Sony is they're threatened right now, especially with this leak. It's like everything is just getting worse. You know what I mean? So it's like
Well, I think they'll be fine as long as they move their shit to PC first. They just have to really come out with like it plays best here on PlayStation, but you can also buy it on PC. Yeah, they're gonna have to differentiate the two to where like, yeah, you can play on PC, but you're not gonna have haptics.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and that's why I think that's what I'm saying pretty much. Yeah.
They'll have to differentiate the two.
Plays better on is a good way to sell something.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And if they do have their own client, I wonder if they're also going to have third party and second party games in there as well. In that client on PC.
I hope not, kind of.
You just hope it's just strictly exclusives?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. And I know Skeleton he's not a huge fan of having the multiple games on multiple clients too. So consolidation is key for sure. Yeah. I think that it's also like I think they're in a little bit of trouble, not as big as trouble as I feel like a lot of people think, but definitely they're looking at Xbox like, hey, this is definitely a threat, but I don't know what they're going to do to be able to pull themselves out of it or even try to correct course at all. So I'm curious to see what they're going to try, because that PlayStation Portal was not it, Chief.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I just want to see what they got in store coming up pretty soon.
Yeah. Remind me of PlayStation VR real quick, but I'm gonna do it. Abdel, man, what's up? Luz. Sorry if I hurt your ears on that one, but like, what's happening, man? Fillmore Pocket still here. All my kicks dope.
What up?
What up? Rainbow, what's goody, my boy? Lover God, what's up, man? Good to see you. Hey, man, if y'all could do me a favor, man, hit that like, hit that sub button, man.
Don't hit it up.
Share this thing on the Twitter feeds, man, if you want to. We really appreciate it. We got 46 in here still. At least we just talking. We just talk. If y'all got some questions, hit us up with them for real. Yeah. We don't know shit. We don't know shit, but we'll answer.
We're gonna give you our honest opinions. That's what you gonna get.
That's right. Yeah. So you brought up PS Portal, right? Mm-hmm. And they also, because they've released pretty much more hardware than they have first party games during this generation. Because they've only released Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man 2 this gen.
God of War. Is that this gen?
It was cross gen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So they've released the PSVR 2, and that shit has no support. Like, they keep it. Not only does it not have support, but they told y'all, they said, yeah, we'll give you this hardware. It has to be tethered to the PlayStation, which is okay, fine. I could deal with that. But none of my previous PSVR 1 games are going to work on it.
That ain't it.
If I bought Fruit Ninja on a PSVR 1, it's not going to work on the 2. Like, if I like any games, like, that's crazy. Like, MetaQuest costs less than that, has way more games on it, and all my stuff from my MetaQuest 2 transfers over to MetaQuest 3.
Right.
Like, this walled garden shit is crazy to me, and people keep on falling for it.
Yeah, I cannot. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Like, just don't buy it.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's still around, to be honest, with all the competitors that they have right now. That's just kind of being able to, get it off. You got the MetaQuest 3, really good. They got the Pro version. Apple even trying to jump into the Sphere as well, with theirs, which is going to be super dope. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have like a mid to cheaper, price line coming out too. So it's going to be harder for PlayStation to kind of dangle that VR and not support it, because they're known to not support.
Hold on, did you say the Apple one's going to be cheaper?
No, I'm pretty sure in the near future they're going to drop a cheaper version. Yeah, no,
yeah, I hope, because initially I think, was it $3,000?
Yeah,
3,500.
Yeah,
Easy. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, that's just
so. Crazy. PlayStation has a bad habit of not supporting their additional devices. Y'all remember that camera that was alongside the Kinect as well?
Yes.
The Xbox had the Kinect and the PlayStation Eye.
Yep, the Eye.
That came and went pretty quick. The Vita
all that shit went. Like,
it's gone. So even the PlayStation motion controllers, y'all remember that?
Yeah, with the lights on top. Those shits are cool. Yeah.
But,
Yo, Pong Soul, what's up, man?
What up?
Nerdo says, any news about the Nintendo Switch 2, guys? No news, bro. Nintendo keeps it. Hey, Nintendo's, they got their they got their cybersecurity on lock, bro. There ain't no leaks going out.
They said it direct only.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you're not seeing that until Nintendo wants you
until
to.
You want
to. Pong Soul says, Sony crushing Sony, a whole generation of admiring their own splendor instead of looking to the future and preparing for changes coming to the industry. That's what happens when you don't have competition. And what Satya Nadella says, you want competition? Let us have competition. You know what I mean? So it's here. Like, competition is here, and it's ultimately it's going to get better for gamers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because whenever you have a market leader so far ahead in console sales, I guess, then they feel like they can do whatever they want to. I'm sure devs don't like it because, they have to lock in step with what Sony wants them to do since they have the larger customer base. Same thing with Steam. Steam has over 70% of the PC marketplace.
Hey, it's the way.
But
It's
listen,
convenient.
Yeah.
I love
Hey,
Steam.
I love
Steam be cutting deals, bro.
Steam be
Like,
them deals.
you know how many games I've purchased and haven't even opened yet because of the winter
Tons.
sales,
Yep.
bro.
I have a
It
few
gets us
myself.
all.
Yep.
Every
some point or
holiday
another.
season. Yep. You gonna give me 20-30% of a game that I may play maybe in the next 5 years? Sign me up.
Yeah.
Because that's what it'd be like. I'd
Yeah.
be like, oh, I haven't played Quantum Conundrum in a couple of years. Might
Right.
as well hop back on that. You know what I'm saying? I love
Yeah.
Steam.
Steam is
Steam's dope.
sweet.
Fillmore Pocket said the PS Move. Do y'all remember that?
That's what the motion control.
Oh, the motion control. The one with the little bead on top.
Yeah.
The light was nice. It looked cool. It is like you were saying, like a status symbol. It's like, dang, you got the movement. I see you got that shit. Dang, man. Type shit.
And you play it for all but 3 days, and that
That's
shit's
it.
collecting dust, bro.
That's it. They shoot a couple arrows and you know, not it.
They said we just sold you an experience, my boy.
They and is that so wrong?
If we could get locked in with some more games, though, that'd be dope. But
yeah,
Yeah,
I do be wanting the experience but like, man, that is what they're selling. Damn it. I do like the experience though.
So when you look at like, I'm gonna go back a little bit and look at this roadmap. So the roadmap says Wolverine's not until 2026. Usually we know what games are coming out the year ahead. There's no way that they're keeping this shit so close to where we don't know what first party games are coming out next year for PlayStation. Like, hopefully there's a Ghost of Tsushima 2 because it's about time for that. But they haven't announced any of it yet. Like, it looks like there's no first party games next year. None.
I can't think of any off the bat.
yeah. I don't know of any.
Which is like, people just bought a Portal 2. It was like, what am I gonna play on here?
The same shit you was already playing. I don't understand that thing. Like, crazy.
And I only bring this up is because they have the reputation of having the exclusive games, but there are none.
They're not dropping any.
Yeah,
they have so much potential to drop. So I want a fucking Sly Cooper. Give me some shit. Like, they have a lot of IPs that I like a lot. Like, and they just won't drop any of them. Like, I want Sly Cooper. I don't give a fuck.
Sly Cooper would be dope.
Yeah. Rainbolt says Sony tried to lock gaming to its chipsets. Xbox scuttled that. Sony tried to lock in third-party developers. Xbox scuttled that. What's next? Yeah, the third-party developers one is pretty interesting because I think a lot of people are stepping out of that. So unless you're an up-and-coming developer, maybe you want to partner with Sony or whatever. But like, even Square is moving out of that. They're like, yeah, like after Rebirth, we selling everywhere to make more money because
they were definitely with Sony for a good minute.
Yeah, because I mean, for a minute there, it was profitable. Now the bar has been raised so high mostly because of live service games. Investors want to see return on their investment.
Yeah.
Right. So like, why am I only limiting myself to a 50 million, 60 million install base and probably getting a little bread so I don't ship on Xbox or PC, and it's timed exclusive to PC, which is after a year, and then like, what's the point of that? Yeah, we're just gonna sell everywhere. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, good point, Rainbow, for sure. I don't think Xbox was responsible for sculling that. I think it was really it's just a business move, right? Square Enix, Final Fantasy 16, as fire as everybody says that it is, didn't sell that well. Like
16?
Yeah.
It was on the NPD.
Yeah, it was, but it didn't sell like to their expectations.
Something came out at the same time as Final Fantasy 16. I chose something besides 16. I still want it. I still want to play it, but something came out around the time, and I chose the other. I don't remember, but it got held a little bit.
Yeah, so Square like, no, we gonna ship everywhere now. And then these motherfuckers trying to they said, well, if they try to hold PC players hostage, they said if we sell enough on PC, we'll release 2 playable characters. Like for everybody else, like, bro, get out of here, bro. Like, you ain't gonna blackmail PC players to buy your game so you can release more on another console.
I also saw a thing that said PC players are the cheapest gamers there are.
Oh yeah, that's why they wait for them Steam sales.
It's like, I bought the rig. Fuck that. I'm the cheapest. You know how much my shit is? Yeah, I understand. I get it.
Pirating games and all
that. They said I'm paying $0.
$3.99.
Free. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna go ahead. I don't think I had anything else to talk about for that portion. So we're gonna get into your topic, Black Skeleton. So I'll let you have that, set it up, ask away, do what you gotta do.
Okay. So basically, Sony released a patent that gave them difficulty to change in like real time during like gaming, I guess. And also I saw something that said that it was go through and be like all of your PlayStation usage, like not just one game, be multiple games. So it would track your difficulty and stuff based off things like that outside of one game. But that sounds nuts. And then I was thinking of like other games and old games that use like AI difficulty scaling and stuff like that. As far as like, I think Crash Bandicoot used it to slow stuff down. Resident Evil 4 used it. Like Left 4 Dead is the main one that I'm thinking about as far as difficulty scaling, because that's probably the most like prominent, known. You can see it working in the game, like the AI director, stuff like that. And just like BioShock 2, that was like one thing, like when you were about to die, your last bullet in the gun would be the strongest bullet type of stuff, because then they would just know, like it would just scale your difficulty in that way. So I'm just curious, like, is this a good move like for Sony, and is this going to draw developers to want to maybe give them some exclusives because they do have a patent on some kind of AI scaling for their difficulty, and some like IPs may run off that and only be available to that? You guys think this was like good move, bad move? You think they're cornering anything? Was this a weak move? What y'all think? I'm just curious.
I think that it's a kind of perplexing move, because it doesn't seem like it's a huge deal. It seems like they're trying to do the difficulty adjusting on the fly, like live. You know, while a player is actually playing the game, you're going to adjust some parameters while the game is being played. But my concern with this, though, is the collection of the data. Like, they're going to be collecting data from you to do this. So are we going to get into like an always online type of predicament with the games?
Yeah. How would they know? Yeah.
How would they know? You know, because it's going to be also attached to your profile as well. So it's going to have to be some type of aggregation of your data to kind of, you know, have it specifically for you and for your own specific experience.
Right.
But at that point, how does one even play a game and it be difficulty and you overcome the difficulty without the game trying to bend to your ability to overcome it, you know? Because that's always been a really nice point in gaming, is like, all right, this is really difficult, this is hard, I've been stuck on this boss for 1, 2, 3 days, but once you finally beat it, you know what I mean, you got a chance to be like, hey, I did it, and then you picked up that skill for the remainder of the game.
Right.
So I'm just a little concerned as to, okay, well, we're just gonna fix it for you on the back end, and,
right?
You know,
like rubber banding on Mario Kart. It's like you just being last. Give y'all the shit. Just get up there, type of shit.
By the time you get to the end of the game, you only fighting 2-3 enemies because you ain't been doing so hot. So are you necessarily getting the full game experience, or are you just getting the experience to say, "Oh, I just completed X game"?
Yeah. I'm gonna agree with that. I don't like that they're doing, like, even whenever I do play like Spider-Man or Ratchet or even Ghost to some extent, it already on normal difficulty kind of holds your hand to show you like where to go, figure out puzzles and stuff like that. And the fights aren't difficult at all. Like, I mean, you might die a couple of times, like misstep or whatever, but it's not difficult at all. Like I think Bennett's playing, like he's 8 and he's already almost more than halfway through the game with no help from me.
What game?
Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then how do you know like what your difficulty is? Like,
If they're scaling it for
let's say you're a skilled player, right? Like, and they put the bar way high or whatever, and you're just getting wrecked. It's almost like I don't understand like how skill-based matchmaking, right? When you get high enough, bro, you start getting clapped and you can't get out of it. You know what I mean?
Elo
like,
hell. Yeah. Stuck. Yeah.
Right. So like you already have I think EA did a dynamic difficulty thing. I don't know if it ever reached fruition because I don't play a lot of EA games. I know Hellblade had an auto mode, which I never did. I just played on normal or whatever. Like it kind of takes away from the developers to figure out like what's going to make this challenging for the normal individual. You know what I mean?
I agree.
To where it's fun yet challenging, because that's what we play games for. We want to be challenged. We want to feel a sense of an accomplishment when we came home from a long day of work and probably didn't accomplish shit, and we want to kick some ass and feel accomplished. You know what I mean? Or doing something, you know?
Yeah.
You want to raise them achievements high, them trophies high. You know what I mean? That you did something within the gaming world, and I think. Is it a gimmick? No. Like, would it be good for kids? Probably yes. You know what I mean? But like, still, like, they have story mode. Like on
that shit's easy.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, and it's not like they can't own to your point about third-party developers wanting to go there, like. Because of the patent, like they can't own a dynamic difficulty AI more than they could own the word tires or the word console. You know what I mean? Like they're patenting their own way of doing it, right? But developers, if they wanted to do it, like they can do it. It's been done. Spyro in 2000 did it. You know what I mean? Like they'd be able to do it. I don't know, man. Maybe if it was done successfully, or they can show us like how it can be good. I'm not buying it for the most part. Yeah.
Cool.
Because that's pretty much all it is, really. It's like, all right, it's a cool thing to look at and to say, oh, this is something that we do. But like Viking said, like you can do this same exact thing your own specific way, you know,
right?
Developer to developer. So
I just didn't know if it was gonna like say like they made a new Left 4 Dead and was only compatible with that type of thing they're doing to make their shit work right, type of shit, and then it drew people to buy it like exclusive on their console. Like I didn't know if it was they were trying to do something like that. Like I didn't know if it was that powerful. But to your point, these developers can make what they want to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's screaming about AI taking other people's jobs and stuff, and you know, you had that's her name, Alana Pierce. I will never play a game that has AI written dialogue. Like, okay, like you won't be gaming in 10 years, bro. Like,
I definitely don't expect everything to be man written dialogue. Like, especially I can't even imagine, which I'm sure Baldur's Gate is all man written, but like, damn, all of that. Kudos to them again, game of the year.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is mind blowing, bro. With the amount of choice, with the amount of real world implications of your decisions.
Facts.
It's mind blowing, bro. Like I think the first time that happened to me, like Fable, I was like, yo,
so that mattered.
Yeah,
that mattered. Right. I killed my sister on Fable. I was like, I need that sword. And I was like, oh damn, I actually feel bad.
Right? You murked her out.
Yeah, I did too, bro. Had the horns and shit, bro.
Yeah, y'all was evil.
Hey, we slithering over here, bro. We need the power.
Hey.
Yeah. I was Mr. Good. I was all helping people and stuff.
At the halo on
Yep.
top. Yeah.
Yeah. Lover God brought up some good points. He said the leak showed a low percentage of people beat Spider-Man. If they lowered the difficulty, it would keep people playing the game. And they said that also will affect their engagement numbers. Hey, because that's the new metric is engagement. So yeah, you got a point on that.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Rainbow says AI bots talking smack in multiplayer lobbies would be fun.
That would be hilarious. I am not gonna lie. That would be funny.
Bro, speaking of which, have y'all heard like the AI bots singing songs like SpongeBob and stuff singing these songs, bro? Oh my, I'm gonna send you some later, bro. It is heat. AI
Krabs be out there, SpongeBob. Patrick be out there killing,
sir. It's so good.
It is.
Y'all see that song by Drake? Like, I was in Norway at the time. That was done by AI. I was like, yo, this kind of slaps.
That's when it first started hitting people for real. It was like, hold on, you like that, didn't you? Not him.
Yeah. Yeah. Them shit slap, bro. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Hey guys. We have 41 people watching. Shout out to those that are still watching, man. We just kicking it. Y'all got questions? Ask away, man. We got about 25 minutes left. You know what I mean? We can answer some shit. We don't know shit, but we can answer. You know what I mean? So Supernova.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna jump over to your topic, man. I read that article. I was cracking up laughing, bro.
That shit's funny.
I was dying laughing. Yeah. Set us up, man.
All right. So apparently Steam is out here handing out some bans for people smurfing in games. So I'm pretty sure all you guys and gals play video games, and I'm pretty sure you've probably been smurfed on, aka you're playing a game with your friends, and all of a sudden this person who's seemingly out of your league is popping up inside of your games. You know what I mean? They're obviously not. Yeah, they're obviously not beginners. Yeah, I mean, you may be silver, bronze, gold. You may be down there, but obviously they've reached to higher heights. But they're in your game, so it seems like a lot of companies are trying to crack down on this type of behavior. So, what do you think about this crackdown, Black Viking?
I'm of two minds.
Oh, did you tell them what they did? How they handed out?
Oh yeah. Tell them what they did.
How they
what
did
Blizzard did. Yeah.
I think he got like a present. He got a gift or something like that. He opened the gift in the game. Yeah, he got a gift in the game. He opened the gift. Banned, my boy. Ejectocito,
crazy. Like I saw, I was like, dang.
Got him up out of here.
Bro.
He got reported so many times. He did.
He said this. The people was like, "This is only silver." You already know. You already know.
Could you imagine open up a present and see a band on that shit, bro?
Oh, my jaws drop, bro. I'm sick. I'm like, I did not expect that today.
Oh my god, bro. So I'm of two minds, man. I think that if it's in ranked play, then yeah, smurfing should be, and that's what you're talking about, right? Is it usually ranked that people get banned?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck them then. Like get banned. You know what I mean?
But in some cases, though, I know they have like skill-based matchmaking and just quick play nowadays too. So it's all
I think
down the board.
I think quick play so I always tell like I tell my son, like, you want to get good at basketball, you play with people well above your skill level. You know what I mean? So that you can get good, because eventually, what they say, iron sharpens iron or whatever, right? Like, do it that way, opposed to like, you don't want to be on a sorry team and feel like you're the GOAT, and then when you go to college, like everybody's the GOAT from their school and you get throttled, and then that brings your ego down, that brings all that down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it comes to quick play, throw everybody in there. I think it will even out. You know what I mean? but I can understand why a company would want to ban people smurfing is because if somebody's not enjoying, they just want to get on for a little bit and casually play. If somebody's getting wrecked on, they're gonna quit the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like easy.
Big time.
You know?
Mhm.
So yeah, so I can see why a company would do it. I really don't have me personally, I don't have a problem with it. As long as it's quick play. If we in a rank match and I'm bronze, bro, or not even up there, and somebody smack, especially in League of Legends, bro, and I'm getting smacked, bro,
That's it, though.
I'm reporting, bro.
Yes. That's
You the reason why
straight.
that-
Straight snitching.
Man.
You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here in mid and getting crushed by you and your jungler. Yeah, not happening, bro. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Smurf and shit.
Okay. What about you, Skellington? What you think?
I hate fucking Smurfs. I play a lot of ranked games. I play mostly ranked games, to be honest. And there's Smurfs all around the board. And if you want to get Smurfs, cheaters, everything all around the board. And I have to say, an alternate account is not. Would you consider that a Smurf if he's just made?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, fuck them all. It is what it is. That shit's weak though, because it's a weak experience because you want to believe that the game you're playing is a competitive on your level type of game. So if you're playing in a silver lobby, you want to think that that's the lobby you're playing in. You want to be able to compete against those who are your skill level according to them, because that's where they fucking put you. So it's like you want to believe that that's where I'm supposed to be. Lo and behold, you get in this silver lobby and there's a fucking diamond in there from some other game, and he is waxing y'all. Not only is he waxing y'all, he's waxing everyone. So and then communication is done. The whole game is kaput with this guy having fun, and then he's just carrying some guy who's not getting points, so he can bring a sorrier person into a higher ranked like situation. And it's like it's all fucked, but I don't think there's anything they can do about it. To be completely honest, I don't think, as long as you make a new account and you play it to get to ranked, you're still the same person. Like, you could still have the skill from your account to. It's not gonna. There's nothing we can do, honestly. Like, I don't. I like that they're getting people, but I feel like you have to do a lot of reporting. You have to have a lot of big. I play a lot of Valorant, bro. I've reported a lot of people. Hundreds. And I will say that I've probably gotten less, and I've barely got any success reports, because it'll tell you sometimes when you report successful, it's like it's tough, man. I don't know how they could stop it or anything. And I say this to say I have alternate accounts. I had on Valorant, I have an EU account, and I guess technically, hell yeah, I'd be smurfing, because I'd be playing placement games to get in my. But I'm doing it just to get to where I need to get a different MMR and different like elo and different just feel. Like, I'm not doing it to shit on. You do shit on them when you first get in there. You realize they're like, "What rank are you?"
That's the first question they ask.
What rank are you? So, hold on. Crispy Rambo says, "Why the F is it called smurfing?"
I got
so that comes. You got it. Yeah,
I pulled up. It's called. I'm gonna read this verbatim. It's called smurfing to two very good players in World of Warcraft 2. Players would simply avoid playing them if they saw their users' name, so they created new accounts to combat this, called Papa Smurf and Smurfette, and the term has stuck.
That's legendary.
They were fucking people up.
Yeah,
man.
they was bad. They was going crazy.
Bad. They were fucking people up. You got a whole term named after you.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Smurfs. Why they do the Smurfs like that?
I mean, I'll pop a Smurf in this bitch.
That's fire, man.
That's cool, man. That's a piece of gaming history.
Yeah, that's actually pretty legendary. You learn something new every day, baby.
Yep.
Yeah. Never knew where that term came from either.
Yeah. Well, so what about you, Supernova? Did you already give it? You started it off. Like, what do you think?
But I do have some like pros and cons, because I think, like y'all said, mostly the cons I agree with. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to get on the game and have your whole night ruined from somebody who's been playing the game, and they're definitely not supposed to be at your MMR.
Right.
So that does suck. And a lot of the games these days are putting more, skill-based matchmaking, even in the quick play game. So it's like, where do you go to have fun? You know what I mean? You got to sweat in quick play and you got to sweat in
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So it's just like, man, where's the fun at in these games? But the pro is sometimes, you've been playing the game for a while and you can't, and they have these mechanics in the games to where you can't even play with your new friends and stuff like that. Yeah. So sometimes you're kind of forced to make a new account, just to be able to play with your friends. So I feel like there's things that they can probably do in the gameplay sense to kind of counterbalance that. So that's one pro, one con. Also, I feel like in that article I sent, that the guy who was smurfing, they then also let him know something about his smurfing on his main account as well. Like they somehow was able to pair the two.
Probably a hardware track.
Yeah, either it's like a serial number or like his MAC address, or what I mean. So a bunch of I don't know, man, but I know I'm not a huge fan of smurfing like that, to be honest. But I will say that it definitely has its uses.
Oh boy, I've been carried.
Yeah.
When I say I'm in the backpack, I have been carried by Smurfs. I'm talking, boy, I'd be like, oh, this is my rank up game. Thank you.
They dropping 20 and 30 bombs and stuff, and you just sit there. You can barely find people because they're killing everybody so fast.
Yeah, and that's the luck of the draw right there. Like, it rarely happens, but sometimes, I don't know, it kind of adds like a little rare Pokemon element to the
right.
It's like,
shiny,
shit, it's a Smurf. He's not banned yet. We got one. Oh, we're about to go in. And then you get two Smurfs on the other team, and they going at each other. It's kind of, all right. It's kind of crazy. It's stupid. Don't get me wrong, but this is what games. That's what we deal with.
Yeah. Do y'all see any way for them to? I guess if you could fix the smurfing part, y'all see any potential solutions? Like maybe a stricter matchmaking algorithm, or
they've already been trying with every game, honestly, because it takes a long time to play ranked. Even we've been playing the finals.
Yeah.
They make you play 65 rounds in order to play ranked. That's what they're doing to get. Even Valorant, they make you play to like level 25.
Hold on,
or
65
rounds.
It sounds crazy, but it's the way to explain it a little bit more, Skellington. I think you'll get it.
So like it's literally just a round in the finals of the game. So you can, if you're playing like the tournament style mode and win a round, you get that round added to your your 65, so you get one knocked off. If you make it to the final, it's just like 4 knocked off of that. But if you play like the quick games, those are actually quick rounds, like they're quick things. So, but either way, it's still 60 rounds technically of something.
So you're saying what they're doing is making sure that's longer, so that it doesn't incentivize people to go start smurfing because they know they got to play through 65 rounds or something. Okay,
that's what every game has been doing that across the board. And I can say that's probably been working. But that doesn't stop the dedicated.
It's like a day or two when you in there.
Yeah, it's like they just got to dedicate and they're in. But if that's what they're there for.
That's a lot of dedicating, man.
But especially if you're making content, if like you're making content, it's your job to play the game. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing for you to make another account and play, because
you have to make a Smurf account with that, because you don't want to get stream sniped too, based off that kind of stuff. Like all kinds of I see that. Yep.
Yeah. And as a content creator, you want to seem good to your audience. Right, like seem like you're a highly skilled level player. So you going out there doing 20 to 1 kill death ratios. You know what I mean? That brings in more viewers. So,
I'm not gonna lie though. I got cheated on the finals. This dude had, what do you have? Like 8,500 damage and like 17 kills, like in the first like 5 minutes of the game, literally cheating. And I was thinking to myself, and I was like, I want to watch though.
You want to see how you
I want to watch his whole stream of him cheating. Like, I just want to see the whole thing. I want to see if he's happy. I want to see him talking shit. Like, I want to see that shit. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, bro, you're just owning the game. We can't even play. Let me see your journey of you cheating to wherever the fuck you're trying to do. I don't know why you're doing this, but I want to see, but I can't see because they're gonna get banned. So
yeah. All my kicks dope says I kind of like the skill-based matchmaking. People gonna hate me for it. I want to get my ass kicked sometimes to be humbled. Okay. Yeah.
humble.
Hey, everybody, if y'all watching, man, if y'all don't follow All My Kicks Dope on both YouTube and Twitter, man, my man's a monster at Call of Duty. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's his game. Like he be on there racking it up. He sent me a video of him doing a 360 scope off of a building on Rust, the map Rust.
Oh, classic.
And headshot at 2 dudes like with 1 bullet, like 360 scope, bam, hit ball. He put like it was funny. It was slow mode when he jumped off, and it was like, I believe I can fly. Then, pow. It was clean, bro.
Okay,
that is tight.
Okay, dope.
Hey,
Jordan's in the chat. Hey, get off, man. Get off of here.
He said, "Preach, cuz." That's crazy. What's up, bro?
He said like he can't hold me in Call of Duty. Jordan, you're trash at every game you play, bro. All my kicks. So, what do y'all think about people using VPNs? I think. See, I don't know. So, like, whenever I had to use a VPN. It depends, right? So Riot is stupid when it comes to their account making, right? So like you have to be in a specific server, like a European server or North American server for certain games. So that's the only way like me and Nova and Skeleton can play League of Legends or Valorant.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I think VPNs kind of hold its, because we are a global society, right? You still have people that are in the military that make accounts and they want to play with their friends back home. Same with other people that whatever, right? Like people live in other areas than just the US and want to play with their friends in their home country. So I think there's a place for VPNs. However, I don't know if there's a negative to VPNs, so I would hope y'all enlighten me.
Are they cheating with it or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like,
only negative I see, excuse me, with the VPN is when you use it, your ping's gonna be crazy.
Oh, you're gonna have bad
connection.
You're gonna have a really bad connection. So when you're trying to, lock in, it's gonna be harder for you. It's doable because we was able to play games of Valorant on, all the way to Norway. It's doable, but if you can rock with the ping, you'll be straight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Y'all had any more? Maybe some funny topics, or he said they can use it to get into easier lobbies. I didn't know that.
Me either.
Maybe
are you saying that they're trash in New Zealand, so they go there,
or in like specific regions in America or something?
Yeah, maybe the West Coast is worse than the East Coast and a type of thing. Playing in Antarctica, playing against those guys and gals.
In Antarctica. that one person that's there.
Hey, he got to play too.
Yeah, you got all the time up there.
Oh yeah, he's good at whatever game he got.
I'm just turned up.
Yeah, I did notice when I was in Norway and I was playing people on the Norwegian, Swedish server or whatever. They were trash, bro. Like. Utter trash.
They don't talk trash over there either.
No, they don't. They're so polite, right?
Yeah. I felt bad for talking shit. I was like, all right, bro.
Yeah. I was like, you get on them US servers, boy. They
you miss one shot, they flaming you up for the next 5 rounds, bro.
Yes, easily.
Like they on your head.
Still can't shoot.
I think the common denominator of all that is places where there's not free healthcare. They're obsessed.
I don't blame them. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, healthcare is astronomical.
Oh my god. But yeah, man, unless you guys got any more topics, man, I think we can wrap it up. Or chat. I'll give y'all a couple minutes. Y'all
Anthony Edwards is trash, Jordan. Don't cop those. Don't cop those.
Was he excited for his shoe review?
I guess. Anthony Edwards did drop a new shoe with Adidas. The colorway is like this sherbet, like Color is cool. Shoe is not.
Okay. So Jordan,
Anthony
you hear
Edwards can
that?
hoop though. He can hoop. Hey.
Oh yeah, Anthony Edwards is a hooper for sure.
I gotta see these shoes now.
Oh,
Yeah. So Chad, if y'all got any questions, man, I think we gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. Our next show is going to be this Thursday.
Last one before the holidays.
Last one before the holidays. Yes, sir. So maybe tomorrow there might be some more news dropping about this leak, because I don't believe this is it. I think this was tip of the iceberg, bro. 1.7 terabytes of data. That's crazy. Data.
That's
absolute crazy.
I feel like they got the game. Hell.
Like, and it's crazy because it's just one studio, man. Just one studio out of like Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch, and damn, what's the other? Santa Monica.
How are the Anthony Edwards like the Yeezys? Jordan, shut up.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm sorry.
They kind of low-key look like those old Kobe Bryants, the one that looked like he had Mega Man shoes on. Yeah,
that's on. Yeah. Hey, what size you wear, Jordan? If you got anything above a 12,
he said next MJ.
They might be good to hoop in though. I'll never doubt that with a shoe. Like they might be nice to hoop in. You wear them casually.
Yeah.
I don't trust you, Jordan.
You can 3D print them those.
All right, man. So we're gonna wrap it up, man. BLAQQ Skelly, you got any final words? What you got?
Final words from me. You can catch me on all the socials, all the things. I just uploaded a new Dave the Diver video. I'm gonna be streaming Alan Wake 2 Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I decided to do that as a schedule. I'm gonna try to do either 12 o'clock, noon, 7 or like 7 p.m. That's gonna be my schedule. So y'all can catch me on there. Yeah.
All right, bet, man. Actually, Robert, you go ahead and talk your shit, and then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna put Cameron's link in the chat so people can go check that out. Yeah, take it away, Nova. What's wrong?
I go by Nova. Thanks for tuning in to episode 5. It's around Christmas time, man. Y'all be out there. Y'all be safe. Go ahead and channel into your ghost of Christmas Game Pass. You know,
that's right, baby.
Yeah, get your gaming on, man. Be safe out here. Stay warm, and hug your loved ones, man.
For sure,
absolutely.
Trina Johnson says, "Hey, brothers, of the Sega titles that will be releasing or remaking, what are you hoping they will go back to making? I want them to redo." Power Stone, Power Stone
Rumble. You said them all, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I think Power Stone is Capcom.
Power Stone.
It was on the Dreamcast. I feel like all of those games right there was Dreamcast. Like,
yeah, they were Dreamcast games. Yeah, and I think
Dreamcast.
Shenmue. I don't know if Shenmue is Sega or not.
Shenmue is Sega, I believe.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Listen, guys. Shenmue was my favorite game growing up. I remember getting that Shenmue 2 for Christmas, and I stayed up all night playing that game, bro. Like that, bro. Shenmue was crazy. Yeah, I like Shenmue, but Golden Axe or Altered Beast is another one that I want them to remake. I think they're already doing Golden Axe and
Streets of Rage too.
Streets of Rage would be nice.
That is it for me. I need
the whole slate that they showed. I want it.
Yeah,
the whole slate, all of it.
Yeah. Crazy Taxi.
Crazy.
Yeah,
for sure.
I want all of it. What about y'all, man? Any Sega titles that they probably didn't show or they did show that y'all want?
Sega.
Sega.
Jet Set was probably huge for me. Honestly, that's the biggest one I can think of at the moment. Or Sonic Adventure style, like type. I like Sonic Adventure with the bugs and not. I like that game. Like,
yeah, Sonic Adventure's heat 1 and 2. Yeah. Pretty much, I really enjoyed that Streets of Rage 4 that they released recently too.
Oh yeah,
that was heat. So
that was a good game.
Yeah, so if this remake, if they have another Streets of Rage remake that has really good mechanics and the music is fire, like it's known to be, I'm all over that, man. Like definitely.
And then same with They haven't announced it yet or did a filing for it, but Virtua Fighter.
Yeah.
Virtua Fighter will be clutch modern day, I believe.
They're gonna have it rough compared to all other fighting games.
Yeah, there's a lot of fighter games.
Yeah,
man.
they're
Project
great.
L, maybe 2025. I need that.
It's gonna be cool.
Bro.
Looking
Yeah, I mean,
forward
it
to
looks
that.
Yeah. But my name's Black Viking. Hi. You guys can catch me at Twitter, the Black Viking 3. And then if you're watching this, first time watcher or whatever, hit that like and subscribe, man. We love y'all for it. And we on that road to 500, man. Once we hit 500, I'll have all the custom emotes. You know what I mean? We'll be able to raise some money so we can get like, you know, better mics and cameras, make it a better overall experience to watch three darkies. You feel me?
Oh my god!
I'm not going that far with it.
We need better lighting in here, you know?
Hey, I do need better light. I do. Yes,
Bro, I got this freaking light shining at my face like 3 solar flares.
Shit,
Bro.
I'm
Grilling in here like
hot.
Destructo disc.
yes.
please.
Oh,
Get out here.
shit. So yeah, man. Subscribe, like, follow my boy Supernova, follow my boy BLAQQ SKELLINGTON. Jordan Drake says, I'm gonna shout y'all out on my story. Don't Jordan. Don't
Yeah,
do
nah. Don't let him talk down on you like that, Jordan. Shout us out on the story, bro.
Shout us out, Jordan.
Shout us out,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Absolute.
All right, Jordan. Fuck yeah. They said I got vetoed. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Thank you,
y'all
Jordan.
on the
Shout us out.
story. Yeah. All right, bro. If y'all little minions come in here acting up, I can put y'all on timeout. Timeout, 20 minutes. But yeah, man, thanks for showing up. Thanks for chatting with us. Thanks for listening, man. We out of here.
Thank y'all.